All right, thank you for sticking with me this far into the seventh step, or to say the seventh component within the servant leadership model. I'm Earl with Victory Leadership, and we're looking at foresight. We looked just a little while ago at the conceptualization. And here with foresight, we actually will get to see what are the potential ways that contributes overall to the servant leadership process, and how that contributes to organizational prosperity. So foresight, we look at it as the ability to see the outcome of situations in advance. So it's not necessarily we're looking at it from the perspective of a crystal ball and we're trying to see what the future holds from that perspective, but we are utilizing past examples to determine what the impact on the future will be. A lot of organizations have a particular corporate culture that has emerged, and there's elements of that culture that we want to remain static. So those cultures that are known for being able to move quickly, or having higher levels of understanding of the environment and what the competitor is doing, and all these different elements that are transpiring around us actually contribute to what may be referred to, as the gut feeling. So some of them have been honed and tuned at almost like a subconscious level, but it's there. And when we look at the track record that the organization has gone through, we can see where we may need to make certain minute shifts. There's certain things that are based on hopes, goals, dreams, ideals, and values that we want to maintain, but elements that are subject to being flexible, like market reach and market response and engineering and things that deal with elements of financial and legal challenges, and all of these elements that contribute to the foresight process as to how we can conceptualize and make that conceptualization a reality. So when we reflect, the reflective thinking then helps to organize the different methodologies in which our organization deals with. I mean, if you think of our organizations as a body, we have the hand, the arm, the foot, the leg, the head, the torso, and all of them contribute to a living, breathing entity in a sense. And from a legal standpoint, when we have corporations, they are an entity unto themselves. They are their own being, with those who are members that manage, the overall health of those companies. And the foresight then looks through how we get there. So as we conceive the vision, and when we include others, and we want to create a shared vision, so that we gain the momentum of the masses moving forward, the foresight and how we're actually going to get to that level, to that goal, or to a lack of a better term, to the promised land. How are we going to achieve this? And you can achieve, or you can look for that foresight in the same way of conceptualization and the previous with persuasion, how people can actually contribute to the process to create a multiplication effect. So when the method on how we get there is a challenge of the day, then people contribute to how we can actually do that. And it might look at getting excited about things that are in the past and then taking that enthusiasm and moving it forward into the next great thing, and picking up new ideas from people who may not currently be in the organization. So those who are instrumental and desire to see our organization succeed are also points of interest that we can tap for deeper contributions into this concept of insight. How can we be more insightful? Vendors are going to see things from their perspective, and of course they have a diverse interest in our success because we are purchasing from them. Our customers, we gain a certain loyalty base because we have done a good job of serving their needs. They have a diverse interest in us continuing to serve their needs at the proper value proposition. So there's another place, and we see this from time to time where there are polls, and I see customers polled a lot. I don't know how much vendors get polled or how much government agencies or the population in general. I know there's some polling that goes there, but that has and can contribute to the foresight and how we can determine today the decisions that affect the organization and all of these participants going into the future. That gut feeling that I was mentioning, that contributes. However, it is important to identify where that feeling in the gut is coming from. Otherwise, we are leading an unexamined life with an indeterminate future because we have not properly identified those elements. We're kind of just driving forward like a flying wedge, and trying to penetrate whatever we're trying to get through to reach the goal that we are trying to achieve. And we have, without the foresight, we may not have the understanding of what those areas that may cause some blockage are, and when are the times do we drive through, and when are those times we need to go around, under, or over to achieve and reach those goals that have been established. So as organizations move forward, the foresight is important, but it can come from a lot of different areas that we may not have originally thought of. And through that, we can gain the strength of others that can help the company reach where it's trying to go. That element is of course it's important, but it can leverage, if you leverage the different areas in which contributes to it, I believe that there is a greater chance that organizations can reach those goals, reach and complete successful change management processes, all from strength-based approaches that get people excited about moving forward and wanting to get to the next stage and look forward to it with a certain degree of optimism. So as we continue to move forward and looking at the servant leadership model as a whole, we will move to the next, or the 8th step, which looks at stewardship. So as we move from foresight to how we're going to get there, the stewardship has us review how do we do so in an efficient manner that allows us to be good caretakers of those things that have been entrusted with us. So stand by for the next step. You'll see that soon. And thank you, and we'll catch you then.